welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're back, kisses. My name is Rosie for short, and as you can see from the title, today I want to share 5 tips to gain weight on a vegan diet. So I know that nowadays a lot of people are trying to lose weight, and that's the reason why a lot of people might be interested in having a plant-based diet. And I know that was the case for me. I lost 5 pounds in just 1 week, but I went vegan because I really like animals and I love animals. So starting to see everything with a new point of view, with a new perspective, I thought, why keep eating animals? I didn't find it necessary and I didn't want to do it anymore. So this is why I looked into having a vegan lifestyle, and I love it. It's been, well, it's gonna be 6 years this year in April for me. I'm so grateful for that. I love being vegan, but one of the things that happened to me, I lost a lot of pounds and I felt too skinny, and for the longest time I wanted to gain weight, and these are some of the things that I did that worked for me. I used to be 105 pounds before going vegan, and once I had a vegan lifestyle, I went down 15 pounds. So over the years, for a few years, I was 90 pounds. And I know that some vegans, 2 things can happen. You either lose a lot of weight or you can become overweight because you start eating junk food that is vegan. So I want to share tips that I did that were healthy and that it did make some change. And this is how I was able to go back to 105, but this time being a vegan. And one more thing before I start is that this is something that I always tell people, just make your own research. You can see documentaries, read books on the topic, or even ask your doctor for recommendations. And it's up to you to decide what works better for you. So let's begin. Okay, tip number 1 that I did, and I didn't do this on purpose. It's something that I started doing because of my time, because of the lifestyle that I was starting to have. And that's basically that I would have big plate of lunch, and in case you're not vegan and you're wondering what to eat as a vegan, it's really simple. It's so easy. You just have to remember that you need 3 portions on your plate, and one of those portions is green. So just make sure that you have either rice, pasta, bread, anything that is grain, whole grain. But if you're trying to gain weight, just make sure it's the white, not whole grain. And the second option is protein. So either have lentils or beans, tofu, tempeh. There's so many options for protein. And the third portion that is really important is to have greens. So don't forget to eat a lot of veggies, and just on the side, optional, as I call it as dessert, just have fruit. So just have that and you have a full meal. And what I did, I started eating late, so I would have a late dinner. It is recommended to eat a few hours before bedtime. I started doing the opposite. I would eat like about an hour before going to bed, and then I would just go to sleep. And you might be asking, what did I eat? So I would make sure that I would have either of these things, either rice, bread, pasta, or potato. That would help you gain weight, and not only it's so yummy, but it's healthy. So I always made sure to have one of those along with the other foods that I was including. Tip number 2 is to add healthy oils. So another thing that I made sure to have on my plate was avocado, because it has good oils, it has good fat, and I would add some pink salt and lime juice, and it's so yummy. So I made sure to have that. And I know a lot of vegans don't like doing this, but personally I like adding oil to my salad. I know a lot of vegans do fat-free recipes, but to be honest, I like adding oils to my food, or if I bake potato fries, I like olive oil. I love doing that. So yeah, just add oils to your foods if you want to gain weight. Okay, tip number 3. So a lot of vegans either drink juices or smoothies, right? So I like both. Both are healthy, both are good for you, they're nutritious, but the big difference is that if you're gonna have a juice, after a few hours, you start feeling hungry. It's like you're starving yourself. At least that's what happened to me. I would have a juice and then I would be hungry. So what I started doing instead, I would always have smoothies, but the same thing, but you just gotta have to think what the base of the smoothie is. It could be either water or milk. So I always make sure that it was milk. I don't know the options in other countries, but at least here in the US, you're able to pick how many calories your milk will be. So I would always buy the almond milk with 90 calories or chocolate almond milk with 100 calories, and I always made sure to use one of those two and add banana. So apart from the other ingredients, those were like the most important ones, and add protein powder, and not only it's good, but that fills you and that helped me gain weight. And I'm gonna share with you one of my favorite recipes. This is something that I still do until today, and little Lynn loves it, George, my boyfriend, and it's like eating like a dessert but in a smoothie. It's so good. So basically what you need is 1 cup of milk. I get the chocolate almond milk, but if you don't have it, just use any plant-based milk that you have, and you can add cacao powder or cocoa powder, and then 1 banana, 1 spoon or a tablespoon of peanut butter, and a little bit of oatmeal. And you guys, it's so delicious. It's so fulfilling. I love it. It's one of my favorite smoothies. Oh my goodness, I cannot even think about it because I'm already craving drinking that smoothie, but it's so delicious and it will help you gain weight in a healthy way. Tip number 4, less exercise. So before, I used to go out to run. I used to do Zumba, I used to do yoga, and I did a little bit of everything. But then with the lifestyle, because of the time, I didn't have a lot of time to keep exercising. But one thing I didn't stop doing was walking. I love to walk, but I didn't exercise as much. And another thing, just eat protein bars. At least mine is Lara bar. They have it in different flavors and it's so yummy, it's delicious. My favorite one is the peanut butter with dates. Oh my gosh, so good. And tip number 5, really simple, but it's just to sleep more. So it's always recommended between 8 to 10 hours to sleep. It kind of makes sense because your body will not be active. You're gonna be sleeping. And just something that I did notice, that when I sleep more, my skin would be so much better. If I sleep enough, I barely break out. I think that's because your body is in a relaxed mode. You're not thinking about anything, you're not stressing about anything. So the more you sleep, the better it is. So that's it, you guys. Those are my 5 tips to gain weight if you're in a vegan lifestyle. I hope this helps. I did this video because one of my viewers was asking me how I gain weight being a vegan, and I had to stop doing a few of these things because I was actually gaining more weight. I was going up to 108 and then I was getting closer to 110. I'm like, no, I need to stop. So I am again at 105 and I feel fine like this. So so these are the things that really did help me. I hope they help you too. And if you have liked this video, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Kisses. Bye.